Well, unfortunately, guys, I'm gonna have to leave Africa. Leave Africa? Leave Africa. Which is super sad because, this country is just absolutely amazing. It's not only been like visually stunning, but I think what I've gotten most out of it is a sense of myself, if that makes sense. I've sacrificed a lot to be here, and with all those sacrifices and the hardships of being here in a new environment, new people, new language essentially as well, it's been difficult, but it's been so worth it. I found more of an individuality between myself and I've learned more about myself and given myself a lot to think and reflect and all that kind of stuff, that I feel more comfortable with being me, if that makes sense. Also apologize for the messy hair or whatever. Just got out of the shower, give myself a haircut, so it's a bit dodgy, but you know what, it's fine. And I do wish that I was able to show you more what is available here, right? Besides seeing the incredible wildlife, the conference that I went to, and all that kind of stuff. But what I'm trying to say, the my purpose wasn't trying to like show off or this, that, and the other, right? Because I hate that. I hate show offs. I hate this, that, and the other. It irks me, right? I just wanted to be able to show you guys like what an experience like this would be like, and that it could be available to you. I'm not saying drop everything and sacrifice relationships and this, that, and the other, your houses, all kind of stuff, just to spend 3 months out in the bush, right? I'm not saying that at all. There are many opportunities for you to be able to pursue what you want. And I don't want to be like some hero or influencer and all that kind of stuff like that as well. It's just like, it's so icky, it's like it's so but what I do hope to be is a source of inspiration, and for me to be your cheerleader in any endeavors and endeavors that you wish to pursue, whether it's arts and crafts or video editing or being a Twitch streamer or just traveling or finding out more about yourself and like mental health and all that kind of stuff, right? Like, I'm nowhere near professional in any of those aspects, but I do hope that I can give a bit of a perspective in that essence. And why am I rambling about all this kind of stuff too? Well, it's I've been doing a lot of thinking, all that kind of stuff, and has to go with like all my content and everything going forward. But I'm officially moving to phase 3 of ChipRadical. Phase 1 being this dinky little guy. Like, I don't know like how I made that or like whatever. It was just phase 1, right? It's alpha beta testing, whatever. Which is like the start of streaming, all that kind of stuff. And then phase 2 is kind of what you're most known to, with like the head over the hood, or the hood over the head type of thing. Or this profile picture that was made for last Halloween. I just never changed it because it looks cool. And phase 3 is what I'm calling Ghost Protocol. Now, it sounds super cheesy, whatever, but I promise it has a meaning, which I will announce in a future social post. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you follow me on my socials and everything. No pressure in doing so, but just to see what's up with that kind of stuff. And so what is going on with phase 3? So phase 3 is still having the same thing as before, right? It's having, me gaming, me doing goofy, silly stuff and all that kind of stuff, because I'm a goofy guy, right? But it's also going to have a little more like a realism to it, if that makes sense. And so what I want to do is I want being out here it's taught me that there's a lot of stuff that I want to do that I just haven't been able to do before, or haven't had like the motivation or the drive or whatever. But me recently finishing university and taking away from relationships and all that kind of stuff, it's given me, and being out here has given me the time and the motivation to reflect and think that, like, yeah, now that I have all this, like, I'm gonna take it and strive, right? So essentially what that means is that, like, any of the crazy stuff that I want to do, I'm gonna bring you guys for the ride. So that's part A of phase 3, I guess, is that I'm changing this. I'm gonna be doing a lot of upgrades and this, that, and the other, and getting a 3D printer. These are all spoilers that I want to announce, but like, I'm just gonna tell you guys. I'm just gonna tell you, because I can't keep track of things anymore. So I need you to hold me accountable. No, I'm kidding. So like upgrades with this, and like a new ChipRadical outfit that's going to be super cool. That's more just like for like outings and events and maybe streams and that kind of stuff. So that's that's one thing. The second thing, which I'm not sure is a surprise really, but in case you guys don't know, I want to pursue the van life type of thing, right? So I want to, if you look at these people that I have right here, and they're all going to be linked in the description below, so make sure you check them out, because they're sort of my inspiration for what I want to do, especially the fine print. Like, this guy is amazing. He's super goofy and super funny, and his setup is like my dream. But the completion of that van probably won't be done until, well, one, I get a job, and two, it probably just won't be done until, like, positive thinking is mid 2023. But we all know how life goes, right? And with that van, I want to travel across all North America. I want to see every single state. I want to go more into like the wildlife stuff, right? And I want to just get out there and be more independent, because being here has taught me that I can be that person. From making wacky mac and cheese in the oven that I just like scrape together with leftovers and all that kind of stuff, to finding foods, to figuring out water, to dealing with bug problems. I mean, you guys have seen it, to power outages and all that kind of stuff. Like, that's what I want. I want that challenge. But I want to bring you guys with me, right? This is what I want. I want you guys to be able to come with me on these adventures, right? And hopefully, if you have this type of aspiration, learn from my mistakes, learn from, let me be the guinea pig for you guys. From a guy who just finished university, has no job, starting from scratch, I will say. Yeah, just take you guys on that road, because that's like my goal. I want to be independent. I want to travel. I want to see things. But what I've learned here in Africa, especially, is that it's not about what you pay for and what animals you see and where you go and all that kind of stuff, right? It's not about that. It's really about the things you don't plan for, the things that you didn't expect to see, the people you didn't expect to meet too. And I think the one thing I would take away from this the most is the people that I've met here. Working with my friend here, I mean, even though our original project fell through to the bottom floor and I wasn't doing what I was meant to be here, I wouldn't trade what we did in the last 3 months for anything in the world, because I think it turned out for the better. We got to know each other a lot more. Like, we met all these people in the surrounding areas and met all the people. Like, it's been, and people from all over the world, right? From England to Spain to France to Switzerland to Germany to Belgium, and like all this kind of stuff too. Like, it's really the people that make the experience. And I want to see more. I want to see more people. I want to see you guys, if that's possible. I want to to see that. And where am I going with all this, right? Well, there really is no point. I could just be rambling, spouting random crap and all that kind of stuff. And you guys take everything with a grain of salt. I always emphasize that, is you always take things with a grain of salt, right? Because like I said, I don't want to be a hero. I don't want to be an influencer and all that kind of stuff. I just want to spark inspiration. And what I've come to realize, and one of my biggest fears is death. Right? And then that's a heavy topic. Whoa, Chip, like, oh my God, like everyone's afraid of that, right? And I know. It's a real and scary thing. And it happens all across the world. It has been happening for millennia or whatever. But it's not the fact that death scares me, right? The endless sleep, right? Because we all could use a little sleep. It's more of the fact that I will never get to experience something. I will never be able to ski down Mount Everest. That's super dramatic, whatever. But you know what I mean? Like, we only get one life. We only get one shot. And, I don't want big, fancy house with like all the gets and gadgets and cool cars and all that kind of stuff, right? I just want to, what I got from, I forget his name, but I'll put it right here. He's a motivational speaker, is your rocking chair moment, right? So when you're old and crusty and whatever, you're sitting in your rocking chair kind of reflecting about life, and you're like, okay, what did I do? And what do I regret? And this, that, and the other, right? And just kind of like have that future reflection upon yourself today. And a couple of months ago, I was in my rocking chair moment, and I was just like, I'm not where I want to be right now. And that's okay, because things can change. And I mean, look at me, things can change. But you have to take that first step. And it's the hardest step, right? But it's physics. Once you get momentum going, you're just going. Like, as soon as I fly back from Africa, I'm going to California to surprise my best friend, right? And Tuba, if you see this, I will never forgive you, because this is like the biggest thing I've done. I lost train of thought. ADHD. Come on, Chip. I want to do that. And really, I don't care about monetary gain, all that kind of stuff. Like, having money's nice, don't get me wrong, right? it makes life a little easier. But really, I have nothing in the bank account, all that kind of stuff. But I'm still going to do my best to live the life that I am trying to build for myself. And my camera just died, which is great. I haven't charged the batteries in so long. Like I was saying, I want to live the life that I want. And I just want to like I said before, and this is the third time now, I want to be that inspiration to people. And so if there's things that you want me to see me do, try, places to go and all that kind of stuff, I'd be happy to read them and see them and do some research on, because this is phase 3. This is kind of what it's all about. So, but I truly would not be here if it weren't for you guys. And everyone says that, and everyone says that too. But it's true. You guys have being my continuous support for everything, and having my back and giving me the push that I need to accomplish things. I literally cannot think of a way to pay you back, because it truly means the world to me from the bottom of my heart. And so without further ado, guys, I am sad to leave Africa, because this has been my turning point, my villain arc, if you want to call it that. This is the new me, I guess, and I'm scared, but I'm really excited too at the same time. And I want you guys part of the journey, and I want you to be here with me, maybe. And yeah, so I mean, for one thing, thank you, Africa, for giving this to me. And thank you guys again for just sticking it with me, I guess. I know my inconsistency is my downfall, really, but no, it's always appreciated. You guys are literally the best, and I guess with that, stay tuned for all the updates and how things are going. I do plan on streaming when I return. One quick little stream to celebrate 2 years of ChipRadical. That's so hard to believe. 2 years, guys. 2 years of ChipRadical. And I'm happy with what has come of it. Truly, 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 truly. But without further ado, guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you guys are, and see you guys on the flip side. Take it easy.